Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First, the latest Handshake drama involving Kamala Harris that's got the internet on fire. Was it an intentional snub? I'll show you the video and you can decide. Then, big news from Meta. Mark Zuckerberg announced they're pulling the plug on Facebook's fact-checking program. So a bunch of fact-checkers are going to need to find new jobs. So if you run a business and you need some crazy leftist progressive with purple hair, you're in luck. Up next, UFC President Dana White steps into the ring with Meta and Zuckerberg. And finally, we dive into Trump's latest comments about America, Mexico, and changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico. Let's dive in. Liberals are having meltdowns because the elderly husband of Senator Fisher didn't shake Kamala Harris's hand in a video that's now gone viral. They're so mad you'd think that he refused to smell her hair. Last Friday, during Senator Fisher's swearing-in ceremony, Harris shook the senator's hand, thanked her for her work, then extended a handshake to Fisher's husband and congratulated him. He replied with a thank you, but didn't reciprocate the handshake.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your work. Thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay, sure.
Before we jump to conclusions here, let's take a look at a photo taken during the ceremony. Her husband was holding a Bible in one hand and a cane in the other. If Kamala wanted a handshake that badly, maybe she should have offered to hold the Bible. Oh wait, never mind. Apparently, holding a Bible and a cane isn't enough for the senator's husband. Out of respect for Kamala, he should have grown a third arm. Liberals finally found something more offensive than prayer in schools: an elderly man using both hands. Mark Zuckerberg announced that Meta is scrapping its third-party fact-checking program, admitting it became a tool for censorship riddled with too many mistakes. Zuckerberg admitting mistakes in Meta's censorship is like McDonald's admitting their food isn't the healthiest option. No kidding.
Hey everyone. I want to talk about something important today, because it's time to get back to our roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political.
Governments? I think by governments he meant Democrats. The same folks who think 1984 is an instruction manual.
The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. First, we're going to get rid of fact-checkers and replace them with community notes, similar to X, starting in the US.
At this point, Meta's innovation strategy is just to wait and see what Elon does. Meta hasn't had an original idea since the poke button.
After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote non-stop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy. But the fact-checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US.
Looks like the fact-checkers are going to have to try to find new jobs. The problem is, they destroyed so much trust that even Nigerian princes won't work with them. I could tell watching this that Zuckerberg really wanted to apologize, but he didn't have the human emotion plugin installed yet. Zuckerberg supporting free speech feels like Kanye West promising to take a vow of silence. I'll believe it when I see it. UFC CEO Dana White is joining Meta's board of directors. Finally, someone who can moderate Facebook posts the way they were meant to be moderated, with a referee and a tap-out option. Imagine replacing Meta's sensitivity training with octagon training. Dana said this on X: "I love social media and I'm excited to be a small part of the future of AI and emerging technologies." Dana White is a longtime ally of President Trump, who was temporarily banned from both Facebook and Instagram back in 2021, and he wasn't reinstated until 2023. A Trump ally on Meta's board? Somewhere a Facebook executive just spontaneously combusted. President Trump wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, claiming it's time to reclaim the waters from Mexico and its exploitation of U.S. immigration policies.
We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name. It's appropriate. And Mexico has to stop allowing millions of people to pour into our country. They can stop them.
Mexico, if you thought Trump was just talk, think again. If you think he's playing, just keep it up. Trump might rename Cinco de Mayo to Cinco de May Not. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.